Hey guys, it's Christine, owner and co-founder of prettyspirits.com, your favorite online metaphysical shop. And on this channel, we talk all things spirituality, manifestation, and entrepreneurship. On today's episode, I want to give you a crash course in how to read oracle cards for yourself. So oracle cards are similar to tarot cards in that they're a divine tool used to tap into your intuition and bring forth messages from the subconscious to give you clarity on where your energy stands. They give you answers to different questions that you have about yourself, about others, and they're an excellent tool for just improving your intuition and self-trust. So these cards are so awesome to help you along your spiritual journey, or if you're going through, healing around a certain topic, maybe you've come out of a breakup or you're looking for a new job, there's a big transition happening in life, and you want to use a resource that is creative, that's a little bit different to get you those answers. So I really love oracle cards because there's so many different types. There's so many different authors, and at Pretty Spirits, we ourselves have developed about 11. We have one that we're releasing soon, which will be 12 decks that we have created ourselves in-house, and we put so much time and effort into them. So I have a lot of clients when I do readings that they also are intuitive themselves. Maybe they have their own reading practice where they read for others through tarot, oracle cards, or their own intuition. But when it comes to reading for themselves, they get a little tripped up. And I can understand completely, because when you're reading for yourself, you have to remove your ego, emotional attachment. You have to resist when you get a negative message. You have to resist the urge to try to ignore it, to deny it, and to flip it into something that you want to hear. So this crash course is just simple ways that you can trust the messages and read for yourself. And when you can read for yourself, honestly, it helps you better read for others. So the oracle deck that I've been showing you here is called the Cord Cutting Edition. This is one from the Pretty Spirit shop. And it helps you release things that no longer serve you and become more aware of things that you can do to align with your ultimate goals, your ultimate purpose. So it's really a card deck for those carrying these blockages that they aren't aware of, and they're trying to make something happen in their life, but they keep meeting resistance. This is the perfect deck for that. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to do an example by shuffling the cards, and I'm going to just ask a general message for myself. What do I need to know at this time? What do I need to know at this time? So I'm going to go ahead and start with one card first. Pull it for you guys. And it says, do not contact. Do not contact, with the number 9. All right. So whenever I see a message, I first take a breath, because at first you could say, how does this apply to me? How does this make sense? So I'll go in, I'll take a deep breath, ask spirit, ask my higher self, what do I need to know at this time? Please allow my heart, my mind to be open to receiving. So starting off with the intention of openness is the first thing that I would encourage you guys to do when attempting to read for yourself, because this is super important. If you're not open, you're going to put some type of filter on and not see the message for what it is. So I ask for that openness. And the second thing I do is just take the message as is. So it says do not contact. And because it says do not contact, I'm thinking, all right, so there are things that I do not need to reach out towards. I do not need to go after, because there's supposed to be some sort of stillness or some sort of patience that is here. Also, this could be a protection message that eliminates me contacting someone and it not going well, or it not being what I thought it would be. Also, it could be just very literal, because right now I'm filming and I'm filming on my phone and my husband is trying to text me. So in this case, I cannot respond to him. I cannot contact him and respond to his question that I see previewing on my phone. So right now, this message is very literal to me. That's the one that resonates the strongest. It makes the most sense because it is a distraction when I'm trying to film and he is texting. So also with the number 9 on this card, so all oracle cards may have images or something else to give even more depth to the message. But this number here stands out as well because it's the only other thing on this card besides the color. Number nines in numerology are all about endings. So if you just simple Google number 9 numerology, you'll see that it's about endings, transformation. This is a transformative time. So number 9 with the message, do not contact, means an end, right? An end to contact, an end to communication. It can be temporary, it can be longer term, depending on what you're going through. But in this instance, it's saying right now, do not contact because I'm in the middle of something. And then also the number 9 is indicating an ending. This ending will allow me to then be able to contact once I am able to finish the chapter that I am in. So applying the message in a very open way, looking at it for what it is. If you have images on your deck, this is the third thing I encourage you to do, is to sit with that imagery. Sit with that imagery and see what it drums up inside of you. Does it make you feel angry? Does it make you feel like this trapped feeling? Does it make you feel emotional? Does it make you feel like inspired, encouraged, motivated? What does it make you feel? And from that, you can really tie in any colors that pop out, and you can look up the color meaning, what the purpose behind certain colors are emotionally or corresponding to different chakras. But break down the card, the imagery, any numbers that are present, the phrase, and start with how it makes you feel. Then go into the meanings behind it. But above all else, number 4 is to trust the initial inklings that come through. So if you see it and then immediately something rises up in you, a message rises up within you, go with that message. Do not hold yourself apart from it. Don't block it out. Because ultimately, if it's something you don't want to hear, you want to face it head on so it doesn't linger in your reality or in the background, and therefore making you a vibrational alignment to that unwanted experience. So these are some ways that you can learn to trust the process of reading for yourself. Let's pull another card. Let's see. What other messages do I need to know at this time? Please show. Draining your energy. Draining your energy with the number 4, which I'll get into with numerology. But if I'm reading this for myself, draining my energy, I sit with it. Again, remember number 1, sit with it in openness and ask, what am I meant to be open to with this message? Please allow me to be open to receive whatever comes through. I take a deep breath and I sit with it a moment. Then I allow any thoughts, feelings, sensations to come through. So draining my energy, I know for me, this is within entrepreneurship, because today is my filming day. Today is my planning day for content for next week. And I know that I put forth a lot of energy into creation. But I have to remember, because I asked Spirit, what do I need to know at this time? I need to remember balance, because if I do too much and I go too hard, then I often feel drained after filming, after producing content, and then I may not have much more to give to the rest of my day. But I know that today I have other obligations later on. So this is a reminder that don't drain my energy too much. And when I see number 4 in numerology are about your foundations, right? It's about your foundations. It's about the physical world, the physical plane, the things that you do to create the stability in your life. And so when I see this 4, I know that it corresponds to the work that I'm putting in, the duty that I am stepping into, but knowing that I don't want to drain my energy too much and then not be in top shape to celebrate someone's birthday later today. So this is a really great way to tune in, to be honest with yourself without having to avoid the truth of the matter. When you see these messages in Oracle or even tarot decks, when you see them outside of yourself, but you see them physically, it does something. It makes you face the realness of the moment. And the more that you ask to be open, the more that you take the images and the words for what they are, the more you ask to be shown how they apply, the more that you'll gain insight and you'll learn to trust the voice within, instead of having issues or concerns happen in your life and you feel like you have to always run to a friend and dump your problems on them, or you always have to go outside of yourself to get that validation or that clarity. I love tarot and Oracle. I didn't always have access to them because it wasn't something that I was taught when I was younger. It's nothing that my family subscribed to. So it was so interesting starting my journey, becoming more aware of what they were and understanding that they're not this evil thing. Nothing in this world is intrinsically evil or bad. It is only that way when we subscribe meaning and judgment towards that thing. So when I learned to remove that fear-based thinking from all of the media conditioning, you watch Halloween specials and they have a tarot reader, they're always playing that ominous music and making everything seem so dreary and so fear-based. Once I removed that and learned for myself, it became so empowering and I became a true fan. So I'm a collector. I own over 60 decks and I love creating them. I love creating very direct decks because that's how I am in my reading sessions with my clients. I'm very direct, I'm very clear, very to the point, in a compassionate way, but I want to not mince my words. I want it to be clear so when they walk away, they really retain the value that they've gained. So the deck here, what I love about it is that it's 100 cards and they all have very, very clear messages. And they're relatable. So they're not things that you have to try to really digest from the past and apply the modern day understanding or interpretation. The way that I speak in my cards is the way that I speak in my sessions. So there's the beauty there. So my last thing, number 6, would be find a deck that you really resonate with. Find one that brings you joy, that it really corresponds to who you are, what you believe in. It's an author that you have, maybe an attachment to, you're really inspired by, but don't do something just because someone advises you, oh, this is what you should do, this is the deck for you. Instead, take a trip, go somewhere, window shop, ask to see the cards, open them up, see how you feel. But I really encourage this process of gaining tools in your life that allow you to step more into a real meaningful appreciation of you and your feelings, because the more that you can create that bond between you and you, the more confident you become, the higher your vibration, the faster you can manifest, and overall you're just giving back to yourself in such a beautiful way. So oracle reading for yourself can be done, but you just have to remove the ego, you have to remove the overthinking, you have to remove the resistance. So if you want to take a nice shower or bath before, get yourself in a very calm, relaxing state, and then pull the cards, sit with them first, ask for openness, take things for face value, think about how they apply, and really allow the messages to speak, okay? But starting off with the right tool is the best way to go about it, because it's harder to read when you don't resonate, you're not excited about the deck that you're using, all right? So these are some ways that you can get out of your head and just learn to trust the process. If it says something that you don't want to hear, do not just push that away. Don't flip it into a message that you want to hear. Take it for the honesty that it provides you with, because it could be saving you time within a relationship, a friendship. It could be trying to get you out of a job that's negative. There's so many things that your subconscious could be calling out for you to do to enhance your life. And only if you give yourself the power of honesty can this process really work for you. If you want to learn more about reading for yourself, you can of course visit me on prettyspirits.com, schedule a session with me. I would be more than happy to guide you through the process. You can find me on Instagram, Pretty Spirits Co. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and give this message to someone else you feel it can help. Thanks so much, guys, and until next time, bye.